Dr. Charles Apoki, and I've been doing a series of talks concerning Nigeria PLC. I assume that Nigeria is a company. Nigeria is an investment. Nigeria is an investment. And I'm talking to the managers and the administrators of this country. I want to talk about insight. In psychiatry, one of the easiest ways to know whether a mad patient, a psychiatric patient, is likely to get well and take his or her medication is insight. I will illustrate insight with one little story. Two mad men were eating eba made from cassava at Obaho. Obaho is a street in Warri. And the eba fell into the gutter, greenish gutter then. And one of the madmen picked the eba and ate it from the gutter. And the other madman looked at him scornfully and said, two of us they crazy, but your own strong. Your own strong, go. That means he has inside that two of them are mad. But that this one is madder, if there's a word like that, than himself. That one that knows the other one is madder than himself will get well quickly. There's something that amazes me in this country. Our leaders don't have a sense of shame, don't have an insight to the kind of embarrassment they are bringing to the nation and to the children of this nation, our youths. How come Nigeria is going to import petroleum products from Niger? Who gave Niger crude oil, even if they have crude oil? Who built the refinery? Even if they build the refinery, how come our refineries are not functional? It is Niger that we are going to import petroleum products from. Are we not ashamed of ourselves? Don't we have a sense of decency? Don't we have a sense of responsibility that we need to go and import petroleum products from Niger? Those so-called elite in this country that are very rich, must we wait for Dangote's refinery? I'm sure it's a modular refinery that is producing that oil. I mean the petroleum products that we're going to import. How come functional, but we pay salaries? We pay salaries. When Atiku said he wanted to privatize them, people shouted. How come NNPC is not making profit but they are losing money? The other thing that blew my head, how come we are budgeting for house rent for Aso Rock? Who owns Aso Rock? Where our president lives? Who owns it? They should let us know. Is it the company that built it that owns it? Are we leasing our presidential palace from somebody? Hope somebody has not sold Nigeria to one group of people. And we will soon start paying rent to that company, to that person. I hope we have not sold this country to China. I hope we are not tenants in our own country. The rent to. If in Kaduna, something is wrong with your brains. For now, even shame, don't they shame for now. God will bless Nigeria. But some of you, I don't know what will happen to you. I'm your friend, Dr.
I've lived here for over down the years. I was just doing my own. But one thing some of you also know that what we are standing, you are just finding it difficult, to engage with us. Awareness campaign. Awareness is the first, but it came back on, and we are still unable to keep the light. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ni, bí iná bá lọ, gbogbo ẹ̀ máa shut down pátápátá. And these are the things that a lot of us have gbé níta. Ẹlòmíì ti wà ní outside Nigeria for 40 years. Wọ́n lọlé lóòótọ́, wọ́n lọlé, àmọ́ ilé tó ń lọ yẹn, ilé yẹn ti wá yàtọ̀ sí ilé tó fi sílẹ̀ níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. Ilé tí gbogbo wa máa ń lọ to Nigeria after so many years, just like so many of you. And so many people will be asking, kí ló máa ń tẹ̀ mú wọn kọ́ pẹ́ níta? I will explain that to you now. So many Nigerians always ask the question, kí ni ìdí tí ẹ ṣe máa ń pẹ́ tẹ́ bá ti travel tẹ́ ń tètè wá sílé? I will explain that to you. Ṣé rí ilé ìtagbé dání? Ìtagbé dání, a máa complete it. But some people want to know how this job will be completed. Ṣé rí ìjọba, we don't have a government. Ṣé rí gbogbo tó ń play yẹn Maradona ló ń play. They are trying to divert our attention from the real messages. But we are here to tell them that if we do not get what we want, Nigeria gan kò ní nísinmi. If Nigeria do not give us what we want, Nigeria gan fúnra rẹ̀ kò lè nísinmi. Ìsinmi ò ní dé bá Nigeria. Ṣé mo reason tí ìsinmi ò sí ní dé bá? Because as long as people like us are still venting our conversation with every one of you, I decide to stop today. Somebody else will rise up again because àwa kọ́ là ń sọ̀rọ̀. Decide that, look, ó dà pé kíní ó ti fẹ́ ṣe díẹ̀. Let me go back to something else. Somebody else will stand up again nítorí pé àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀ ló ń bínú sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ. Àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀, àwa wá yálẹ̀ gbé ni. And I'll tell you something that my mom used to tell me. And I'm sure some of you will agree with me. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ilé ayé ta wà yìí, ìgbà kan ní ilé ayé máa end, that the world is going to end. Those is 419. Èèyàn nú ẹ̀ ló máa lọ. Ayé ò lè parẹ́. Èèyàn tó wà nínú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa lọ, ìmí máa dé. Let's great grandfather wọ́n wá, wọ́n ti lọ. Àwọn kan tún dé, àwọn kan tún máa lọ. Èèyàn á máa wá, èèyàn á máa lọ. But in tó máa fi wá jẹ́ kí èèyàn yẹn má lọ ni pé kí ló ṣe sílẹ̀? Kí làwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó gbé? Now, how long ni bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ti kú nísìn? Bàbá yẹn ti kú nísìn, ó ti tó how many years sẹ́yìn nísìn? Iṣẹ́ tí bàbá yẹn ń ṣe, òun làwọn èèyàn sì fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ló ṣe ń dàbí pé bàbá yẹn, ẹlòmíì báyìí, á máa gbá, ó dà pé òun rí bàbá yẹn. Ó rí bàbá yẹn torí pé iṣẹ́ tó ṣe sílẹ̀, òun lòún rí. Ẹni tó bá rò pé ń ta gbé dání, ó máa sọ àwa, you are literally joking. Ṣé rí ibi tí a ti tẹnubọ̀ yìí? Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé àìtí tẹnubọ̀, but for the fact pé àwọn kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tẹnubọ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ìgbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí ni mo ṣẹ̀rì mọ̀ pé Òṣàtọ́lá wà níbẹ̀ yẹn ní ibi tóun ti àṣẹ́hùn tẹ̀ tí ó ti ń fáyà lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Òṣàtọ́lá ti wà kó tó di pé a connect. Màmá wa Dára talk show ó ti wà tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di pé ẹ̀mí yẹn wá connect pé ó dà pé nǹkan tèmi náà ń sọ yìí ó dà pé ó máa jọra wọn. Irú Gbẹ̀du nísìn àti mọ́ra tẹ́lẹ̀, heritage àti mọ́ra. Ṣé mọ̀ pé bàbá wa heritage tẹ̀rí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ tó ń gbóríṣiríṣi èèyàn wá tẹ̀ ń wò iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe kọ́ náà yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin lè mọ̀ èmi àti bàbá heritage a máa pàdé dáadáa. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn tẹ́yìn pọ́nlé àwọn politician wèrè ni wọ́n politician ẹ̀yin pọ́nlé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé rí ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa wò pé let me tell you something. Sherry, irọ́ tó máa ń wà níbẹ̀ ni pé when politicians come to London, as an example, people take picture with them, but the person at home, ó rò pé ẹni tó take picture yẹn, bí wọ́n ti fún ní contract gan, they are all 419. Sherry, politician tó bá lọ gbé proposal lé lọ́wọ́, ó gbé proposal yẹn lọ nìyẹn, ó máa lọ execute ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Sherry, ibi tí ìjà máa ń wà pẹ̀lú àwa àti àwọn tó wà nílé tó jẹ́ politician tẹ̀yìn pọ́nlé, especially ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wà ní Nàìjíríà, because you always believe that àwa ní access sí wọn because we don't have anything to take from them. Yàtọ̀ sí àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹjẹ gúrú jẹrá. I followed them during their campaign of the APC Next Level and the PDP as a media person. And you realize that nothing they can tell you is all lies. They are all 419. Sherry, sometimes because you are not here, àwa ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ tán. They come here. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń wá kémi tó dé ìlú yìí ni politician ti ń wá sí ìlú yìí. Yesterday I gave you a brief picture of this guy, Umaru Diko. I gave you a whole description. Ta ló mọ̀ pé Umaru Diko yàtọ̀ sí ìta gbọ́ lánàá, ta ló mọ̀ pé ó bá BBC Hausa ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú yìí? Kí ni agenda tó fi bá BBC Hausa ṣiṣẹ́ as far back as 1984? So tí ẹ̀yin bá wá ń wo BBC, then compare BBC pẹ̀lú àwa, BBC ò lè sọ òótọ́ fún yín. Because agenda BBC is a different thing entirely. It's a British corporation. Agenda one will always be for the British. Now, my own agenda is for the Yoruba nation. Ibi tíjà ti wà pẹ̀lú àwa àti àwọn tó ti rí wa tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ṣebí Koiki bọ̀ ṣe ẹlòmíì ní sábà bọ̀bọ̀ quiet gan. No, nígbà yẹn nìyẹn. Ṣe rí ibi tó wà nínú wa nísìn, ó ti yàtọ̀ sí nígbà tẹ́yìn wo Koiki yẹn. Koiki tẹ́ ń wò nígbà yẹn, ó ti yàtọ̀. Ẹlòmíì máa ní bọ̀bọ̀ yóò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ because ìtagbédání lọ́wọ́ nígbà yẹn kò jẹ́ ká lè sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. But ìtawá gbé dání nísìn, nǹkan kan ló wá ń sọ fún wa sẹ́ pé àníṣe àwọn onílẹ̀, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n bínú lọ́wọ́. It doesn't matter whether, look, forget about our religion now. Àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n bínú lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti pọ̀jù tó ń ta sílẹ̀. And that is what a lot of you don't understand. We are not live on the Koiki Media Oduduwa page this afternoon. Facebook, but like I always say to you, even though we are not live, she want to start with our other platform. Let me quickly start our other platform. Our Instagram is live. Our Twitter is about to go live now. 10 channels we are transmitting every day. And I'll show you at the Verge of Break Up. Part 187, 188 Lawa Leni. Oda Biano. I remember when we started, I was receiving so many calls from different people that know me very well. No. Oda Peto fake bedani here. No, go wrong. Nation is more better than in Nigeria. What is Nigeria? Ṣebí gbogbo Nigeria náà láti wá mọ̀ nísìn. Gbogbo tí wọ́n láti mọ̀ nísìn. Because the information cannot be hide the information bí ti tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀. Ṣé rí gbogbo information tẹ́ hide fún wa, àwa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fọ́ sí pẹ́pẹ́ sí kékèké. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe ń sọ níbí báyìí, ọ̀tọ̀ ní bí heritage ṣe máa gbé, ọ̀tọ̀ ní bí gbogbo media ṣe máa gbé, ọ̀tọ̀ ní bí màmá wa eré máa gbé. The same message náà la jọ ń gbé, bá ṣe ń communicate ló yàtọ̀. Àmọ́ nǹkan kan ló ń sọ fún wa pé sẹ́, ìtẹ̀gbẹ́dání òtítọ́ ni. Nigeria at the verge of breakup. It will break up. Kò lè last. Ṣé rí gbogbo government tẹ́ ń wò níwájú yẹn kò lè last. It can never last.
Hello. Good afternoon. I am calling. This is Wisdom Muslim. I'm calling from east of the Niger.
Good afternoon.
I follow you up and listen to your programs. May God strengthen you.
Thank you very much.
For all what you are just doing. Please, we are fighting to British people has created here because I know that there are some Yorubas. While I was in Lagos that are still in Benin Republic. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And when Yoruba Nation stands now, all those places are going to be, there will be boundary adjustment that Yoruba people will become one.
Oh, yes.
These are the rubbish that African, these British people created in this country, but we are out to end it now. The second way, because in 1914, it was when Nigeria was amalgamated to 2014. That was when Nigeria expired. If you watch that 100 naira very well, you will see that it was written there, this new 100 naira that Jonathan brought out.
Okay.
That was when Nigeria expired. And he was talking about restructuring. Each state has the right and the authority to govern each state and take rights. That is why they kicked him out of the office with the help of Britain and Obama.
Yeah.
But we are now to make Africa great again. Other African countries are looking up to us. Look at Ethiopia. Yeah. What is happening there? Yeah. Look at Uganda. Yeah. Africa must rise up and become great again.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I totally agree.
Thank you,
thank you very much, my brother, as well. We greet all the Biafra people where they watch us every day. Like I always say, bear with us. Our local language called Yoruba. If you don't understand at the point where I speak the Yoruba, is either you become more patient, you have other options. Because when my people call, they are very, very bitter. They are hungry that we are not where that language is the only way they want to communicate. Everybody on the platform. Humanity is the first thing, but we will think about the Yoruba nation first, about Yoruba people first. We always think about their own first before any other person. As a British, you don't know how they value being British. If not, America will not sacrifice 6 in 10, go all the way into that contraction and extract that person out safely without anybody knowing. I told you yesterday that we are the one to rescue those at home because they have been kidnapped. And the job is what we are doing now. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Right. Okay, maps. I should go on Baba. I should go on sir. I should go on. Mo fẹ́ kí àwọn nú ètò yẹn dáadáa. Ẹ máa farabalẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Play. And that audio is in Yoruba. So anyone that do not understand Yoruba, you might not be able to understand. Very, very important message. It would last and I will not interrupt in that audio. I'll just receive that audio. Mama Wateni blog has been ago. And I'll be playing the same audio. It's a lot of advice and some of the steps that we can do as Yoruba people. Sherry audio yen tabama play. Farabale ko gbo. We are also instructed my team to make a video out of it. And sometimes people love to see things, but some people prefer to listen. I should get that back as quickly as I can, but I will make use of the audio later on before the broadcast ends. A lot of you have been asking the question, should we sign the petition that is in circulation? We want to go peacefully. Look, when I say we should go for war, does not mean I love blood. But I just know at the back of my mind, Agbari called me, that the Fulani, they will let us go for free if we intensify the pressure from the international community. That look, we cannot afford and allow Nigeria to go back peaceful dissolution. Sherito Batiwa peaceful, Omawa blood, but Adura tí a lè ṣe ni pé kó wà peaceful. Prayer will work. Prayer is not going to work. But I want a prayer where we have AK-47 next to us. Mo ṣeré. I have AK-46 next to us. So that when we are praying and we open one eye and the Fulani is shooting, we will just take our shoot one. But if we all end up praying, close our 2 eyes. Now, what can I see now? I cannot see anything. Àfi tí bá tún wá fẹ́ fi ojú inú wò. ojú inú wo yẹn òun làwọn àgbàlagbà máa ń sọ pé ọmọdé ò lè mẹ̀kọ́ jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lẹ ṣe máa ń pọ̀wé yẹn ẹ má bínú pé mo pàwé níwájú yẹn bàbá wa. ṣe rí gbogbo ariwo tá à ń pa yìí nísìn àwọn kan stọ́dì ẹ̀ àwọn kan ń wò ó bọ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ wo ibi tó fẹ́ já sí àkọ́ tó gbéra àmọ́ àwọn ò ní dúró kó jiná ṣe mọ̀ pé I love beans ẹ̀wà bó o máa ń pẹ́ jiná so ẹ̀wà yẹn kí lè tètè mọ̀ kọ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nítorí pé lójú mi ó máa ń pẹ́ kó tó jiná àmọ́ tó bá ti rẹ́dì òun ni the best food for me. The question is lójú yín ó dàbí ẹ̀wà tá a gbé kaná nísìn tí kò ní jiná ni òun ni Yorùbá nation but groups, individuals, organizations that are working tirelessly for the purpose of this Yoruba nation. We want to negotiate our way. We want to negotiate that it will not get to where our people will be impacted with what is about to unleash on them. But we also know that means that everybody will make one sacrifice. What action? You sign the poll. The poll, thank you very much, Bashir, for continuing to remind us of why we must sign the poll. It is important. Sherry, to get the message to the grassroots. And the only way we can get the message to the grassroots is also the Sherry, some of us that we appreciate will not that you have it, but you are spending that money because you know that that is the only. Some will say, I don't have money, but I have advice, and nobody advice will be thrown away because we don't know it all. But tell me about Joko, into bá ti jáde lẹ́nu mi, èmi náà kọ́ ni mo sọ, ó jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó dẹ̀ máa lọ. I have all said that we cannot speak the same way. Oh, it's possible. Ẹ fi yẹn sílẹ̀. Ìfúnta bá parọ́ fúnra wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe fẹ́ sọ, ó yàtọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi ṣe fẹ́ sọ. And I am not scared of the British government because that's where some of you will have issues. You want us to speak to the British government on this issue. So, èmi ń bi yín nísìn. Jẹ́jẹ́ kọ́ ni bàbá mi jókòó pẹ̀lú great grandfather pẹ̀lú great grandfather kó tó di pé British dé wá kó akẹ́rù tán. Wọ́n tún wá join wa together pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọn ò ní làákàyè. Now you want me in 2020 to now sit down kí wá máa fọwọ́ pa lórí pé má dárúkọ British ibẹ̀ ló wà. No, kò matter. That could matter rárá. The mess that we are all in every day. Ìyà tó ń jẹ wá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lójoojúmọ́. And they will have to do something to make the changes that we are asking for. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki. And it is Koiki Media. Hello, how are you? Ẹ máa gbìyànjú ni. Ṣé rí ìgbìyànjú tẹ́ ń ṣe pé bóyá ṣé rí mo máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Gbogbo ìgbà ni máa ń sọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ that means pé ó bẹ́tà kó má kírun mọ́ rárá. Ó bẹ́tà kó má ṣe àdúrà mọ́ rárá nítorí pé wọ́n kì í ṣe Elédùmarè pẹ̀lú. So kí ló wá ń bẹ̀ lẹ́rù? Má wọrí pé o gba British passport lọ́wọ́ wọn àbí wọ́n fún ẹ ní ìdẹ́kọ̀ wà nínú ìlú ẹ tí Yorùbá nation bá jẹ́ pé ó ti wà bó ṣe wà tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó join wa pẹ̀lú àwọn olórí burúkú yìí. Ìyẹn lẹ́yìn ọmọ. We would not have got any reason to be here and that is why. Ẹlòmíà ní petition wọn tún nìyẹn o. Ẹ mọ̀ kọ́ àwọn Yorùbá I like wàhálà. Petition wọn tún nìyẹn. Petition tàrí yẹn ó yá. As long as the petition says the purpose of it is to take us out of that contraction we call location 419. And we will come out of it. Before we go into the conversation that we have today, I will touch on different areas. Awareness will, Sherry Toba awareness, and kudos to all our youth. Ẹlòmíì ò ní fẹ́ gbọ́ yẹn nísìn tí wọ́n ń jáde for EndSARS second wave. And we are monitoring every step of that. Daddy, we are having a close eyes on what is happening. In táwọn dánwò ní the last EndSARS lọ́ba dánwò, a máa give order sí àwọn tó kù o. Tí bá ń give order lórí pé Koiki Media ni, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ yé o, ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ́ra wa yé dáadáa o. Any order tẹ́mi bá give, àwọn tẹ́mi dẹ̀ ń give order yẹn fún, ó ti yé wọn. Let me say this again. I have already warned the government so many times on this show that it's an empty threat, empty barrel. An empty barrel, but I can assure everybody, don't think that when I give order, you want it executed in Nigeria. Into ko ye yìí nìyẹn. Ní kan pé kò ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan nìyẹn máa react sí. Nítorí pé àwa náà ń gbọ́ advice tẹ̀ ń fún wa. Tó bá jẹ́ wà láìtàláì símọ́bì láìlàzílà hùwà tí kò ń ṣe pé mo sọ nígbà kan lórí show iṣẹ́ pé àjọ Nigerian embassy. Àwọn kan ní pé àwọn kan pè mí àwọn kan pè mí lẹ́yìn. Wọ́n ní má jọ embassy yẹn. Yoruba nation àrídábàjọ àtúnkọ́ padà tó bá jẹ́ pé Yorùbá. That's what they were telling me then. Pé Yoruba nation àwa Yorùbá la ní. Awólọ́wọ̀ ló ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Ṣé àwa là ń lò lọ́wọ́ tá a bá rí owó mi ara property mi àtúnfi gbé Yorùbá nation embassy síta? But some of you thought maybe it was a joke. And I took some of your advice. Mama sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn jáde mọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti wúwo jù. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń bọ̀ lókè tílẹ̀ yóò bà. Àfi tá a bá fi pa. Bá ṣe fẹ́ mú kinní afẹ́ kúrò nínú Yorùbá nation yìí. Bá ṣe máa mú. Má sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wúwo. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ kankan wúwo lẹ́nu Koiki Media. Confirm. Bọ́rọ̀ kan wúwo. So nígbà tí British ń bọ̀, ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ̀yẹn tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé má ṣe irú ẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé interfaith dánwò yẹn is what they call precedent. Tó bá jẹ́ pé a rí ṣe, tó bá jẹ́ pé ìjọba lọ ṣe tí a fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe, tèmi náà ṣe tí mo fẹ́ ṣe. Lóòótọ́ ìjọba ìlú yà mú mi mọ́lẹ̀, àmọ́ spirit pé kó má parí ìjà tí mo gbé dání. Some of you were worried pé tó bá mú mọ́lẹ̀, tó bá lọ fi sínú àhámọ́ kìnnìkan, ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ẹ̀. But in tí kò yé yín ni pé èmi kọ́ ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. That's what you guys don't understand. Nígbà tí British fẹ́ wá colonize wa, kó fẹ́ wá kó wa lẹ́rú, ǹjẹ́ wọ́n consult anybody pé ibi táwọn lọ yẹn àwọn ò ní pààyàn, mọ èèyàn tó pa ni, mọ ẹ̀mí tó lọ sí ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni èèyàn kan rán wa létí pé ṣé wọ́n gbé embassy Nàìjíríà wálẹ̀ ní Ghana. Ṣe rí àwa Yorùbá a fẹ́ ká máa mú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bígbà tẹ́ pé ìtagbédá ta fẹ́ gbà yìí ìtò wúwo gan ni. It's a life and nítorí pé ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn wa ń lọ sí lójoojúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ń lọ every day tá a bá neglect to do the right thing. Ṣé order tèmi bá give order ti tèmi nìyẹn kò láti jẹ́ order bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye. And that's why some people after that, I remember that video. Ọmọ mi máa ṣerú ẹ kí ló ń ká máa ṣerú ẹ. Bíbí gbogbo yín nì ṣé British ò ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kí ni kí wàá láriwo tá à ń pa kí láriwo tá kúkú ń pa lójoojúmọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ju táwa ń pariwo lọ. Ìtẹ́mi fẹ́ ṣe yẹn àṣé British ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ but nítorí pé wọ́n cover gbogbo kìíní yẹn wọ́n bò lójú. Ẹ mọyì èrè wa tó ń bẹ ní British Museum tó fi ń gbowó. Èrè tó yẹ kó wà ní museum Yorùbá nation káàtẹ̀ sọ pé kó wà nínú Nàìjíríà kí Nàìjíríà máa fi powó àṣekò tẹ̀ sí nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́. Wọ́n wá gbé èrè wa wọ́n gbé sínú museum wọ́n tún wá fi ń gbowó lórí wa. Ẹ wá ń sọ pé tèmi sọ yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Ní kankan ṣe ẹlòmíì nísìn kókò máa yí bíà popcorn kó gbé bíà ọmọ ẹ̀ tí ń sọ mo ní láìpẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ tí ń sọ kò tí ì gbà lọ́kàn pé sẹ́ wàhálà tí British dá sí wa lọ́rùn 1,000 years today if we do not end it. The next generation will suffer watch this video quickly. Ó ti dé 42,000. Ẹlòmíà máa bèrè nísìnyí pé ojú ara ẹ̀ nísìnyí. This is a petition about few days back. Ṣé rí ibi tó ti dé nísìnyí? 42,000. Ṣé rí pé he grow. If truly we want to end Nigeria, a Yoruba nation came and they wọ́n bà gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́ pátápátá. Wọ́n tún kó wa lẹ́rú, wọ́n tún kó wa nìkan. Àwọn wá ń gbádùn àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ British pẹ̀lú àwa kọ̀ọ̀kan tí a di the next generation ká dé bíbá one way or the other. Bákan la ṣe dé bíbá. Ṣé mọ̀ pé mò ń sọ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ pé kí ló ń jẹ́ ká pẹ́ nílùú yìí? Ìwé ni ìwé ta fẹ́ gbà. Ìwé ta fẹ́ gbà ló ń jẹ́ ká pẹ́. Torí o mọ̀ pé tó bá ti gbàwé yẹn ìwọ náà wá ẹnu tí a wá lé kónkó. Ẹlòmíràn ní bí àtòrò ti níwèé ló ṣe ń pariwo. Ẹlòmíràn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sí i. Nítorí tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi wá sílẹ̀ bá ṣe wà. Do we have any reason to be here? Àṣé nísìnyí la mọ̀ pé France tí gbogbo wọn sá lọ, France tí rẹ́ kò ṣe máa ó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe TV before France. Àṣé àwọn la kọ́kọ́ ṣe TV. Àṣé owó kòkó la fi kọ́ Cocoa House. Ẹ lọ sí Cocoa House yẹn nísìn. Ẹ máa sunkún. Ìyẹn lọ sí Cocoa House nísìn. Ẹ máa sunkún pé gbogbo bí iṣẹ́ tí bàbá yìí wá ṣe ibo ló wà gan. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí bàbá wó lọ́wọ́ ṣe. The same British tẹ́ni ká má dárúkọ. But ìjà yẹn àwa la máa parí ẹ̀ nísìn. Ṣé rí ìjà tí wọ́n parí yẹn, this generation will finish it. Okay, somebody pick that up from one of the comments. Just bear with me. There shouldn't be any echo thing at the background in this system that is also making noise. But let me move away first from this everything. I don't have anything making noise at the background. Anything speaking at all from the background. Because that's the only way you can get echo. Too little noise within the house, which is normal because I'm broadcasting right from my house. Because I don't want to sit here and then you are not getting the message. It's very, very important. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki. Can anybody confirm whether there's echo coming through or not? It's very good afternoon to you, citizen AY Ayo Ogundemu. If you want to know 19 Constitution, that is the best guy to analyze it. Like I said, everybody has different roles. Houses are those of you that are watching us from all over the globe. No sound is great. All right, thank you very much. So that means our sound is good. Thank you very much, Ajayi Gabriel, that have joined us. No echo at this end. Thank you very much, citizen AY. Perfect audio on YouTube, no echo. So maybe the individual you might. We are streaming live on different channels. And when I say subscribe, do the same thing with other media because we are the one to rescue Nigeria. Nigeria is in a bondage. Do you know the reason why we all spend so long in Europe, in America, Canada? Immigration. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, you don't have to agree with her. She still people that still believe in one Nigeria. Leave that. But she always says something all the time. Immigration is one of the biggest 419 in the world. Immigration. I greet everybody with the different platform where they watch us. To say, the Biafra is Yoruba people know they talk. Now that we are talking, they know that we are serious. Skeptical think that this is about eyes with AK-47 next to you. He all hail the Biafra. I've told you, our fight is not with the Igbo. Our fight is with the Fulani. But we will fight the Igbo that also wants to hold us to bond as well. Some of them have stolen so much money as well. I talked about it yesterday. Ibori and Igbinedon. They were paying them 842 million naira in the last 12 years. Pension. Disintegration is the only solution. Will it be peaceful? I don't know. Because I know that those guys do not want to let Nigeria go. That is the petition. No, this is another group. Like I said to you, Align with one. It doesn't matter whether it is Ilanomo Odua, whether it is Agbekoya. You must align. We still have that. We still have the Yoruba World Congress that is still here in UK. Don't fight anybody. I said Nigeria is a big elephant. We must stab it from different places. Big elephant is Nigeria. Do you know that elephant is very big? If you don't know, let me show you. Elephant. That is the image of elephant. A beautiful, but the Nigeria elephant, we are about to execute it and kill it so that it does not have any reason. That's very more. Welcome to the show. If Nigeria do not break, the sufferness that we will all go through is not. So Nigeria, as big as the elephant, we must stab it from different places so that it will never, even we will make sure we kill the spirit of that Nigeria. Never survive. But when you leave this elephant and you think you have killed it, and the elephant stand up again, it will rumble everybody. And it will make sure that everyone will be executed. Everyone will be executed. And I'll show you why. Let's watch this video. We played it yesterday. If you do not kill this, be executed. Just like what they've done with some of our soldiers. And when I say some of our soldiers, remember, these are, precisely. Those are the ones, and they make ambush. Real ambush. Serious ambush. Once again, my name has not changed. We will kill that elephant that the British is supporting, whether they are not supporting, whether they are being biased. We don't give a toss. The British will hear languages that they don't want to hear. Break it. If we end up to become any issue, let them be the problem. This is the elephant, and this is what they will do to you.
Kana nào được thằng đó. Ai mai mà ai bị được mình thế.
Let me ask you. I'm going to play that again, but I'm now going to mute the mute and only hear my own voiceover. The same voiceover they've used for us during the military dictatorship. You know when they're speaking, you don't know who's speaking. That was all the 419 they did for us. Now, I'm asking everybody, what do you think is in the mind of those soldiers on the... Àwọn sójà tó wà nílẹ̀ yẹn, what do you think they are thinking? Because the big elephant has literally captured them and is about to execute them. We didn't see that in this video, but do you think it's not happened? It has happened, and it's still going to happen. And it's still going to happen if we do not end it with this 419 Nigeria that you call, some people love Nigeria so much. Look, when you say you love Nigeria, you literally love your land, not Nigeria. Because you literally love your own land. The natural grains of our land, the natural terrain. Why should I be in Europe for 22 years if Nigeria was even good in the first place? As we speak right now, nothing is working. SARS movement as it's going to the second wave. But because everybody is in Nigeria to a much better one, they have maybe so many children that they don't even know where the children are. They give birth. Buhari was number 23 from his parents. I told you that yesterday. Buhari, dead or alive, it doesn't make any difference. He was number 23. Now, do you know that this fighter, they believe that when they die, their soul goes to heaven and their children that they've given birth to that they don't even know will take up the fight. I welcome everybody that have joined the broadcast. Let's come out of this first. Why are we doing this? We want to educate our people. We want to tell them that look, is a bad disease for you. Okay, Babawa Omoba, I'm trying to look for the video that you said you sent. The video was sent by WhatsApp because to say you're on WhatsApp. So if you're watching me, please, maybe you want to call back again. Yeah, Babawa. So when people say we love Nigeria, no, it's not Nigeria you love. You love your own tribe. You love your own entity. All those things are 419. But because everybody kept mute for a very long time, the pain of that system, our job is calling back. Oh, Ori, email, let's send us. Okay, all right, okay, I'll go pick it up. I should go to. Thank you very much. I greet everybody all the time. We are almost, and we will continue to be respectful. But Nigeria has converted every one of us, and we must end it peacefully. I use the word peacefully because I know it can be done, but with mind that we don't want to wait. Let me take this down, this particular video again. I greet everybody. Said there will be so many different organizations. Which one are you part of it? This one they are called Odua Action Movement. Look, don't say Kiniishe. What you need to understand is what everybody needs to understand is every organization are playing a role because that big elephant, we want to break it to pieces. That big elephant, we want to make sure that again, and we will need different organizations to play different roles. Different role. Baba Mejo Eko Bami text email because I have so many emails on that drive, on that email, and it might be very difficult to quickly pick it up. Maybe you just want to text me your email and I'll use that to retrieve it, or if you just want to click a resend again, because I'm not sure that it is send it, and you can imagine with the kind of job we do, there's and I really want to play that video that you talked about. So I will appreciate that, please, sir. And I know you can still hear me. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí everybody on the platform. Mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí ọmọ kékeré. So, Odua Action Movement. Visit them on their website and go and Ola Rich on Instagram. What is their vision? It's the same vision that everybody wants. An autonomous, self-determined region for the people and built on strong democratic values and institutions, especially in Ibadan. I saw a news. Those that have a bit of disability have been marginalized inside the job that they are meant to give them. They are meant to be 350, but they've ended up giving. But in this country, you do not marginalize people that have disability. Sorry, I have to quickly show you that. Disability is not something that this country joke with. At all, disability. Oh my Lord, disability living allowance. Also remember, 25 days before this country that joined us with Nigeria together called Nigeria, and woman kúrò nínú EU, and they are saying that, oh, let's leave that. Disability living allowance is being replaced by what they call personal independent payment for disabled people. You can only apply for DLA if you are under 16, PIP if you are age 16. This is what we expect a Yoruba nation is expected to be. But because Nigeria is a fraud, people think Nigeria have so much wealth. Yes, but those wealth has been managed 1984. Umaru Diko, from that information, over $4 billion we saw yesterday. oil money. Oil money. They've been spending that oil money for a very long time. And that is why those at home have been marginalized. So when we say this particular group called Odua Action Movement, what is their vision? Autonomous self-Odua, a nation built on strong democratic value and institution, with supremacy of the rule of law, social and economic justice for all. Citizen is valued and can live a productive life to realize their full potential. How many of you can realize your full potential in the Nigeria of today? Even those shouting NSAS, they know that there's nothing called NSAS, but we still have to give them our support. Because End Nigeria is the only way out. How many of you want to achieve your potential, but that potential has been locked? And if I told you yesterday, and I guess if I showed you yesterday of a young Yoruba boy in Ibadan during the ceremony of the Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, the guy went there in the hope that maybe somebody, maybe his prayer will not understand it. The people that he's dealing with, they are not interested in his vision. And I'll show you what that vision is. Where a young Yoruba man is able to create a support from the government. They were driving big cars into that hall or into that premises or into that gathering, but nobody was interested to. I'm going to call you back after the show. I'm on a live show now. I'm on a live cast now. All right. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koikimedia. I'm going to show you the young Yoruba man or young Yoruba boy that have vision, but that vision, that is it.
So for now, I need assistance from. I want the government to find people like me, so we can. I need exposure. I need to learn more about this thing, and I'm promising you, with all these things that I needed, Nigeria will be the best place for car production, whereby we can.
He's still talking about a Nigeria that does not allow his vision to come out. So this is where we must continue to educate them and tell them that, look, that is why this group now is saying our vision, where every citizen is valued and can live a productive life to realize their full potential in Nigeria of today. How many people? And look at that young man. You would expect he would have got a kind of
33221094 and welcome any kind of assistance. Thank you very much.
Your name once again, please.
No, this is not.
Yeah, I'm
say. With vision there. Yeah, wait. That's true. His vision will not deal with that country is an animal. So that is vision. Look every support. No Nigeria can support him, but the guy is still talking about Nigeria. That Nigeria cannot support him. Now let's go back to this. Oh my boy. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki, and it is Koikimedia. We finish you. That Nigeria will kill your destiny. That Nigeria is a dream killer. That Nigeria is not there to give you that dream. That is why every one of us have run away from Nigeria. Of the dream that we want. Nigeria was not giving us the dream that we want. And that is why those of you that are watching me from Koiki, Olayomi Koiki Instagram, or Koikimedia rather, please, you need to go to Olayomi Koiki Instagram to I'm struggling to keep that page on, so I can see a few of you there. Everybody should please on Olayomi Koiki, where we are currently live on Instagram. Thank you very much. While we switch to that now. Once again, let us come back now. As I was saying, every group, every organization, they have different mission. What is their mission? Together we shall speak with one determined voice to demand our right to hold our destiny through civil means and peaceful negotiation with local and international government. That is why we want every one of you to sign petition like this. That petition is currently at 42,000. So if you want this organization, and let me also tell you, on the 1st of October, this organization that is called Odua Action Movement, they sent out letters to every Yoruba governor about our exit out of Nigeria. Do you think they will respond to them? No, but at least they've done something. They also put out, a communique in the paper as well. Likewise, every organization will also need support. So please go there on their website and give them every support that you can. Look, support is not just about money alone. Some of you knows how to write letter. Some of you have different skills. Those skills will be needed to support different organizations. And one of them is this. What is their guiding principle? We are one united, indivisible people, so shall we work together to achieve our aim. And that is what we are doing. A Yoruba nation will not be negotiated from any politician until that politician comes back directly and leave that political party and continue to propagate about the Yoruba nation. It's not a politician that will sit there and think that we will give him any room. That is their guiding principle. I think I should have expanded more so that we can all read along the line. A bit tiny. So again, the website of this particular group that we've just shown you now will also be put to different platforms. Don't hesitate to go onto the website and find out more. A Yoruba demand autonomy now. You can become their member. And likewise, you can contact them directly. Like I said, they sent a letter to all the governors just before the October 1st. And these were part of those articles. Let's open it up. Okay, this one is not coming up. Not sure why. All right, let me see the press release. They had a press release in January. Solution to Nigerian problem. Is this one going to open? Okay, this one will open. So this was something they wrote in January. Amotekun, just a tip of the iceberg. Observing the brouhaha that has trailed the launch of the Southwest Security Outfit, Amotekun, the Odua Action Movement lent its support and stand behind the decision of the governors of the Yoruba state to rise to the challenge of defending the lives and properties of the people in their domain and irrespective of their ethnic or religious affiliation. So when we say that different organizations are doing different things, this is part of what they are doing. So don't think that it is because you see Koikimedia or all the other media talking every day about the agitation. There are some people that you don't see, but we are here to also talk about them. Ìdítaṣe wá sí ibẹ̀ ni pé ká máa promote every organization. It's as simple as that. Nigeria will break very soon. I just don't know when and how. Definitely Sunday, Fagbami. Adetunji, welcome on board. Please go and sign the petition. Olusemeko, my brother, all hail the Biafra. Moki gbogbo ẹ̀yin Alaja, Moki gbogbo ẹ̀yin Alaji. I greet all the Christians, the Muslims, all the pastors, the bishops, every churches. We greet Una. But let us tell our followers that Nigeria is not going to work. Again, this is what one organization is doing, and they are doing more as well. And when we have different organizations like this, do you know what's going to happen? They are putting more pressure on the international community and also the rest of the world. This is what I said again. The UN stand on sovereignty and self-determination, the impact of the proposed Oduduwa Republic. Some people don't like the word Oduduwa Republic. One thing is, do you like the Fulani agenda? Because some people will let us call it Yoruba Nation. Let us come out of this Fulani agenda first. Hey, Fulani agenda is the biggest threat to mankind. They are not going to give up. A Fulani man is ready to fight to the end. Buhari was number 23. So that means they probably know that one day, Buhari will come to become somebody in that contractor called Nigeria, even though it's Kanuri. But the father had 23 children, if not more, because Buhari is number 23. I'm sure they probably have more. How many of us now are giving back to that length? oh, we are trying to do, let's give back to 4, maximum 3. Some people say 2. Why you are giving back to 2? Do you know what's going to happen? Let me just bring you back again to what will eventually happen.
Mommy,
do you know what's going to happen? Let me just remind you of what this Chief Tola Adeniyi told us. Everybody knows that the country will not survive, but we are all waiting for something to change. But before that something change, we will have different organizations, different groups of people. Everybody will play different role. We are playing one role, you will play one role, and those roles will then merge together, and the pressure will probably end up to where we would not have any reason to go to war with this contraction you call Nigeria. If otherwise, let us prepare that when we close our eyes, we must have AK-47 next to us. Because if you close your eyes and you are praying, the Fulani will eventually take everybody out. And we don't want that. And this is why we are here every day, talking to you, advising everybody that then don't allow a Fulani agenda to become reality. Because if we allow a Fulani agenda to become a reality, we are all in a
They drink, they fornicate, they do all the things that all human beings do. So it's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. Even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, he would put brandy or whiskey in a mug and be drinking, and they would smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say, so they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture.
And civilizations.
And civilization.
That's right.
Not really the Fulani versus the Igbo or the Fulani versus the Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian people is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been Sabos in Shagamu. But those Sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kola North. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had the Sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they would still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept
they were subdued. They were subdued.
Despite their large numbers.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
But the jihad is over. How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the South have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not Northerners, we are Middle Belters. We are not Northerners. Don't call us Northerners. Now, when you see a Jukun man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. You say Banzai. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? But before now, before Suzerain over Nigeria, we lumped all of them together. We're Northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no North. There's no North that we used to know. The North is dead. There's nothing called North anymore.
on his own.
It's standing on its own. There's no more north. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy, the kind of cohesion you had will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if it is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the sober Fulanis, the town Fulanis, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Dini, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person.
I hope you got that. It will take 1,000 years to change the map on the next video on the left-hand side. So if it's going to take 1,000 years to change their mindset, do you know what is 1,000 years? I already gave you the breakdown. Let's assume that my generation, me, Olayomi Koiki, I am the own lineage. And let's say after 100 years, my children will also pop up. After 100 years, their children, after 100 years, and it goes on and on. But does that still guarantee that we can change the mindset of these people? Let's listen more from Chief Tola Adeniyi,
whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land, and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow. Let them allow. It says, what the Fulani? There are very few. The ones who have in Abuja, or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that you know that Sokoto, as we speak, the town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Samfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Sam. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are in town. They are in charge.
Yes, so is their town.
It's approached by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani used the military to retain power indefinitely, since access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, he's from the east or wherever, brilliant man, he may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get that. And
where everybody see all these billionaire, overnight billionaire. No, they don't have any factory. They don't have any industry. They have not have any patent to their name. That, you know, Femi Otedola is a billionaire. Billionaire from where? He's a Yoruba man. Billionaire from where? Where did he get the money from? Where did Femi Otedola got his money from? Nobody can answer that. Right? Adenuga, Ibono Tirowo, all of a sudden, Alakija, all these names, you start, we are also gullible. They give money, just like MQ Abiola is a charity. Oh, people say, MQ Abiola will give you money, you will be so happy. But we never question and ask, where was the money coming from? But one person was asking, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, another spirited man. He was asking, but you know, our parents that I have said must be blamed. Our parents must take the share of why we are going through what we are going through now. They were confusing us with the church and the mosque against somebody like Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Our parents were literally confusing our brain. Now they cannot confuse our brain anymore. But the remaining brain that has been fried in Nigeria is what we are doing now. Before they realize that in 1,000 years, they change mindset Fulani. Our parents that should have been backing us, that say, I'll give you an example. And everybody knows that, even if your parents died before you were adults, somebody was taking care of you. You know, Africa, Nigeria, we have somebody that even that they're not our parents, but we call them our parents. Let me explain that to you. When you wanted to get off mark with those in the north, when you watching me now, when you wanted to get to university, what was your cutoff mark as against somebody in the north? Oh my Lord. To love our enemies for a very long time. Our enemy wa àwọn ọ̀tá wa àti bá wọn jẹun for a very long time. Because people like MK Abiola that we love so much, everybody loves MK Abiola, even though we know it's dirty, his money is dirty. I said somebody called during one of these shows, every money running in Nigeria is a blood money. Every currency that is running in that contraction called Nigeria is a blood money. So we know that MK Abiola was a thief, but we love him. He's a Yoruba man. He donates money, charity. Just the same way, those living in UK, in America, in Canada, they will say they have NGO. I'm not saying some of them are not legitimate, but do we need NGO if Nigeria was truly working? We should be we should be giving more. Look, if Nigeria was truly Nigeria, we should be the one going to another man's country, going to give them NGO. Do you know how many Nigerians are living as internal displaced people? Our parents that should have told us that Fela's song was something that we should become our national anthem. Pray, we pray, we pray. That was our national anthem. And look at where we are now. We are now trying to take back a bone that is stuck somewhere there. That's what we are trying to do now. And it is not going to be easy to remove the bone that is stuck there. I know a friend that refused eating fish anymore because the bone got stuck there when I was in primary school. Very long time ago. Now, rather than us making noise for years, including myself, I'm putting myself in that bracket as well. We were donating money to the mad. We are all mad people. We thought we were educated. We were all campaigning. Let's push somebody in. But what we forgot to remember is these guys, they already have an agenda long time ago. But some people now saw it. Some individuals, it doesn't matter whether they are religious people, they are just seeing that there's a bloodshed coming. Some people saw what we are doing now, some 20 years ago. So if not, why did Comrade Victor Taiwo started talking about Yoruba nation? As against all odds. Why did some pastor saw it as against all odds? For just, you want me to finish playing it? Just about a few more minutes. Right, let's finish playing it. I will then now take you to, where is AISHA BUHARI? Has anybody find out? Where is AISHA BUHARI? You can see the 419. Take it. It's just about a few more minutes left. Nigeria at the verge of breakup.
Make them big. They will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury. We can compare. We are in control of the treasury. We are in control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutocracy into Nigerian political etymology. Plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men.
Somebody just asked, and I'll read that question out. And like I said, it's an interactive platform. And everybody has the right to ask questions. The question coming says, I will not mention the name of the individual. Which year will it break? I hope we will all be a witness to it. To some of you, or some of us, that ask those questions, the creator knows when, but he wants me and you to activate it. Elédùmarè, ó mọ ìgbà tó jẹ́, kò fi wọ̀n wá, àmọ́ ó ń dúró pé màá tiẹ̀ kájọ activate ká ṣe máa kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. And you know how that is going to happen? Part of that process is what we started. I said this time last year, I was nowhere talking about this.
I wish to register on your list, please.
All right, we speak after the show. We speak after the show. All right, I'll call you after the program.
Okay.
All right, send me a text message with your name so that I'll come back to you, ma.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You can have and become different groups. So that question is quite good. Don't condemn question like that. When are we going to come out of this contraction? It's a very important question that millions of people that believe that we should be able to stand on our own. But whether it's Jesus you believe in, whether it's the Isheshe, it does not matter. He knows, but he's waiting for me and you to do the job. But you know the different thing that we are waiting for? We're waiting for UK, we're waiting for America to come and break us. And we can do that as well. But that also will be a process. And what is that process? We started it. Sign the petition is the process. About a breakup of Nigeria in this parliament that knows more than me and you don't know. Oh, you don't know that the British parliament knows so much information held by Nigeria than you and me. But the moment they can speak about the breakup, let them become more biased. Give us those numbers. We don't need 100,000. By now, we should be saying we want 1 million. I said the website should be collapsed. And they should be asking, why is the reason why, this website is collapsed? They say because there are some groups of people, Yoruba, Arewa, that wants to break. And now it will become another headline. Oh, you don't know that. You've not even given us 1 million, petition. You are asking, when are we going to go? If otherwise, prepare for war with the Fulanis. Prepare for war. A very good afternoon and welcome to the program. The time now is exactly 14:53. I'm moving slightly now to the next part of the program. But before I go, let's say one more from this group. I'll be talking about another group after them as well, before the end of the show. But remember, every group, you can decide which one. We have this one called Odua Action Movement. We have the Parapo. We have the Agbekoya. We have the Ilanomo Odua, our father, Professor Banji Akintoye. Still the same mission, to preserve, enhance Yoruba language, national culture in Yoruba land and in the diaspora, to unite the Yoruba people at home and abroad. Have we not done enough outside that to be happy to return back to where we originally come from? And also, you can become any group that you feel you're more than welcome. We have so many WhatsApp groups as well. Freedom Force, thank you very much. Christina Judike Aloko James, good afternoon. Good afternoon to those of you that we've not mentioned your name. We appreciate everybody. Once again, by now, for the millions of people, thousands of people that will have signed the petition. But presently, I refresh it. It's giving us 42,000. There will be another one coming out that is still in the process. Also, remember the Yoruba GoFundMe Rescue Fund. We were able to hit it to 6,000 on Saturday during my show. Don't let us relent. I know some of you wants to have a full insight of what we want to do with money. But can you win this fight? He'll be coming on the show with us very soon on one of the programs that we'll be bringing to you to enlighten and educate us. I greet all the media houses. We can do it. It can be done. It has been done before. I know some people will say, and this question came from someone yesterday, and this is quite, let me change the scene again. Because sometimes when I say I'm changing the scene, I want to also look at myself. Somebody was asking me yesterday on a WhatsApp message, who is going to pay a husband when we break up? You can see we have a big task in our hand. If somebody is asking us, who is going to pay the husband, because the husband is currently working with the federal government, you can see that we have big tasks to do. That is part of where you need money to run the grassroots campaign, leaflet, communication, conversation with the people. And it's been done. So don't say, look, when people say they are scared of the Nigerian government, I have told you if the Nigerian government interfere with us as we are still doing it as we are according to the international standard, we will go hard with them. Not the Professor Banjaki told you. Start creating problem at home single-handedly. But for now, the federal government don't need to interfere with us. They should just leave us and let us campaign with our people. But if our people is holding a meeting and DSS burst that place or police, I have said it, we will burn down so many places in less than 24 hours. It only costs petrol to do so. We don't even need gun for that. We will create problem for them. Say one job was in the House of Assembly. That House of Assembly in every Yoruba state will be burnt down as quickly as possible. Because for now, we are not being violent. It will get there. I have told you. Violence will be part of this game. And we will continue to monitor our people at home. Some people say, I want to run this yẹn, ṣé wọ́n ní mú wọn? Àní ṣé àwọn ń gbàdúrà pé kí ìjọba mú wọn. Èmi ń gbàdúrà ṣé kí ìjọba kó mú wọn. That is where the whole fight will start. And we are not hesitating to give the order. They are just waiting for the message. I told you from December it will get very hot. If you don't have the heart to watch the program, fast forward, because I might say things that will shake your heart. This is not the generation of our parents anymore. Our parents have also failed us. This is now our own generation, and we must end Nigeria. If somebody is still asking, are we still going to have federal government when we break away from Nigeria? That tells you that we need a lot of awareness to kick in, to drive in. Somebody called me. He is doing very well. Is those that pull the container from the port. I spoke to him up to a Yoruba man. He is more worried that the country has not break now. It's AISHA BUHARI. I said, this generation is different from our parents. And don't switch off my light now. Don't do so. If you switch it up, people cannot see me properly. This is a different generation. And the world knows so. Let me first show you this before we talk about AISHA BUHARI. There's a video that I've showed you so many times. Sometimes I just pop up quickly and I talk about, videos. I mean, when I'm watching, TV and I see something going on and I will quickly come live and I'll show you, as well. When people do not understand that it is not just those of us that outside the country as diaspora that always no, stop that. We also have people, especially in Europe, that also burn places. So when I say we will burn down places, people don't understand what I mean. But I'll explain to you. Just bear with me. I want to pull out that video. An iPad. Go and bring the one upstairs. Go upstairs. Yeah, take. Go and bring the one upstairs. I'm going to show you down. Just bear with me. France. So when we say that the only language this government around the world understand is violence, a lot of you will probably not agree with me. And that's fine. I love that. But now, let me show you a video. So when you don't understand that the international community, and now this is France, this video you're about to watch now. Can you see that? Violence will always erupt. This is France. Can you see that? This is a civilized society. But they are just not doing something. They are upset with something. They have light, they have water, they have everything. But yet, when they are protesting, they are born places. Even though in France, Omiwa, everything is working. But every time they protest, they must burn places. But our own things that you can hear. Let me sound here so that you can hear me properly. That is France. Where is AISHA BUHARI? Where? When you say you have the wife of the president, one person was very active during their own tenure, Patient Jonathan. Like her or dislike her, she was always out. So let me come back. So you've seen these images now. So when I say, if the Nigerian government thinks that they can rough handle us, now petrol it will cost us. We don't need any weapon for that. We just touch 1 or 2, 3 places. And then the real fight will start from there. Because they will attack us back. They think like we are going to be like the NSAS. The NSAS, I'm sure now, coming out again, they are well prepared. The NSAS, I'm sure some of them will be carrying, no. Some of them as well, will be carrying something to defend themselves. I don't know whatever it is. Oh, you think that they're coming out after 20th of October to now become like Gusumu, where a soldier will shoot them, they will not attack back. Oh, you will see. Fire for fire. I know, because we speak with some of them underneath. Fire for fire. Toba bí wọn dá, kó tún yìnbọn bó ṣe yìnbọn ní Lekki. Ẹ rí pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà máa tá padà. I say Nigeria will break. One way or the one way, it will break. So let's come out of these. So you can see, this is France. Let me see if I can fast forward it. This is not even the one I'm looking for. It's the one that I did myself. Look at it now. You can see fire. And these are not old videos. These are current videos. And these are being picked up by ABC News. So when we start putting ignite fire somewhere in Nigeria, ABC News, Sky News, BBC will start picking up the results. But for now, we are not being violent. We are only being, doing the right thing. Let's go to Ekiti where we have a caller. Hello? Yeah, Ma, Loreto, I saw it later, so it's a private call. So this is France, a civilized society in Europe. So when you come and tell me, oh, don't talk like that. Keep your mouth, keep that to yourself. Don't talk like that. How? Don't touch it now. This is my light. So when you say don't talk like that, it's because you don't understand the game and how things need to work. What do you want? Yeah. Once again, Nigeria at the verge of breakup. It will break. But somebody asks when. Where is Aisha Buhari? Let's leave this scene and these images and come back to where is Aisha Buhari? Where is she? Where is she gone? How come we don't know where Aisha Buhari is? And we greet everybody on the show. But there's one person that was very, very active when she was there. All right, let's go straight. We have a caller. Oh, all right, I'll take that call. It's a private call as well. So I know the private calls and I know the normal calls. Where is Aisha Buhari? She was very active during her time. Like her or dislike her. Patient Jonathan. She was very, very active. Like her or dislike her, she was very, very active. But Aisha Buhari seems to be nowhere. Could that be giving us a signal to something we don't know? Or something we know and we have kept quiet? Mo already show Tibetan disconnect mo already program. I saw it. Yes. So when we say that today with me and this your okay, let me take my camera because this boy is not going to impact. Okay, let's leave the camera off for now. Now, Aisha Buhari, whether you like her or whether you like Patient Jonathan or not, she was very active in her own little way, especially when there's incident that happened in Nigeria. She will voice out. Some of you might not like the way she speaks because you want her to be fluent as if English now our first language if we were not colonized. Now, let's hear this from Patient Jonathan.
This is Patience Jonathan on hearing news of the latest on the abduction of the girls from Chibok Secondary School in Borno State. Earlier today, we learned that the State's Commissioner for Education, Musa Kubo, told the First Lady the school failed to act on the directive requesting maximum security for schoolgirls writing their examinations. First Lady Patience Jonathan was reported to have broken down in tears after he acknowledged that the examination board insisted that they provide adequate security before the exams, but that the school failed to provide that security. A meeting took place this evening where the First Lady also found out that no standby generator was provided for the school throughout the period of the examination.
Do you come with two teachers? You were not informed too? Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Bronu will answer. What of two teachers? What of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the First Lady is calling you. Come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 There is
First Lady Patience Jonathan heartbroken at the latest discovery on the...
The question now is, I'm asking everybody, where is AISHA BUHARI? Do you know how many incidents of death that have taken place in the country? And she seems to be nowhere. Is she still in the country? Or she's living outside the country knowing what she knows? AISHA BUHARI, where is she? In AISHA BUHARI more that she's now probably hiding somewhere, knowing that something will burst anytime. Where is AISHA BUHARI? I was able to do, and I'm going to do the same thing while we're all watching. I just want to see what news was picked up by Google of AISHA BUHARI lately. AISHA BUHARI. Now, when you do a Google search like this, it comes up with different things. Then you need to narrow it down. So you will go to news. The news will then tell you anything of recent that was discussed, said about individual or whatever you're searching for. One day ago, AISHA BUHARI tasked the first ladies on peace building conflict by these newspaper. And remember, they have so many proxies. So that you should put that at the back of your mind. Now, this is just a write-up, right? A write-up with pictures, I guess. Is that AISHA BUHARI there? Let's read to be sure she was the one that attended these. The First Lady of Nigeria, Dr. Mrs. AISHA BUHARI, has charged the First Lady of various states to mobilize, engage women and youth for peace building, conflict prevention and management and resolution of the grassroots. She was speaking during the seminar on mobilization of women and youth for peace building, community conflict resolution and resilience in the post-COVID-19 era on the 4th. Now, this is where I want you to remember now. I'm going to increase the front of this again, because I want to be sure that she was at that event. Mrs. BUHARI, who was represented, according to this article here, she was represented by Dr. Ajo Sani, the Senior Special Assistant to President on Administration and Women Affairs. So that means this event, we quickly put no note to it, because she was nowhere to be found at that event. Let's go back again. Another one, Vanguard. AISHA BUHARI seeks funding, harmonizing of law to fight GBV. Again, I'm going to open that quickly. And this was December the 2nd. Again, the president's wife, AISHA BUHARI, has called for adequate funding and harmonization of existing law to incorporate emerging issues in the fight against gender-based violence in Nigeria. Again, the First Lady, represented by the Minister of Women Affairs, Pauline Talin. Again, highlighted. I hope you are now saying that that's number 2. Let's go back again, because I want to see where she presently was, not the one she was, being represented by anybody. I'm going to go back to 2 weeks ago. Groups honor AISHA BUHARI, empower rural women. Let's see if maybe she was attending that event. The Women Award Championship International Nigeria Acoustic Federation and the African First Lady Peace Mission have indicated plans to honor the wife of the president, Mrs. AISHA BUHARI, and the wives of the governor. In a joint statement, the organization stated the maiden edition of the International Women's Swimming Championship and Rural Empowerment was designed, blah, blah, blah. The project groups, so this one are just, they want to honor, probably get money from her. And that is the only thing they're after. Again, she was not there. That's 2 weeks ago. So, when was the last outing of AISHA BUHARI? Let's now go and check videos to see maybe she attended something and I probably missed it all. Again, I cannot find anything. And I hope my speaker is on. Okay, that's fine. Again, I'm looking at videos to find out whether we can see anything of lately by AISHA BUHARI. BBC News Africa, AISHA BUHARI interview. Okay, when was this? Let's pull this up. This was in 2016, so a very, very old video. Do anybody or anyone watching this broadcast now or later after the broadcast have any idea where AISHA BUHARI is? Who know where AISHA BUHARI is? +4475 94050 Where is AISHA BUHARI? I've opened the phone line so I can hear. Maybe I don't know where she is. Maybe somebody have information that would like to share with us. Where is the wife of the president, AISHA BUHARI? Imbolowa. Imbo ni ìyàwó Buhari wa. Whether the Buhari that is dead, alive, the imposter, we're not talking about Buhari now. Where is the wife? Is she still in Nigeria? Or she's no longer living in Nigeria? Maybe she knows something. Imbo ni ìyàwó Buhari wa. Where is she? Was it that we know or she know that maybe we don't have an idea? Where is AISHA BUHARI? So that means nobody knows where she is. So we have so many people watching. Nobody knows where she is. Okay, that's fine. At least we don't know where she is. Where is AISHA BUHARI? Is she still living in Nigeria? Or she's living in Dubai? What is the cover-up that we don't know? Is she still living in the Aso Rock? Let's play a video that a lot of you must have watched before. This video was in June 14, 2020, after what they call a minor incident at the State House. Let's watch together.
If you look at the tweet of the First Lady, it sounded as though there were it sounded as tweets from frustration. What is the state of mind of the First Lady as regarding this particular incident?
All right, thank you, Sean, for having me. First and foremost, I think there is need for a background before we can talk about the tweets made by the First Lady. The background being that, for example, I can give example with myself. I have been in the trenches for President Muhammad Buhari since 2011. Some of us longer than that. We canvassed. We promised people to actually vote for President Muhammad Buhari from 2011 to 2019. So we actually have a lot at stake, as stakeholders, to ensure we will pray and also support him to deliver on the mandates and promises made to Nigerians, especially people we canvassed to vote for him. So that is me, a small me. If you now look at someone like the First Lady, who is who has been with the president, married to him over 30 years now, her destiny, or let me say their destiny, is linked together, intertwined. There is no greater person or supporter of the president than the First Lady, because his legacies will affect her and will affect the children of their children, even after leaving office. So if you look at the past 5 years, what the administration of President Muhammad Buhari did, and this is purely my opinion, it did quite well, but a lot of works need to be done, are still ahead of us. And not much time is left. Only about 3 years to do that. And imagine if the president become sick, God forbids, that even makes it less time than that 3 years. So naturally, the First Lady is protective of her family, including her husband, the President Muhammad Buhari. So any threats or anything that will come towards the President in form of that.
All that is just garbage. The question is, where is this woman? Where is she? Somebody say she's outside the country with her daughter. Some say she's with her masked boyfriend. And this is a country that those that still believe that Nigeria would eventually change out, that Nigeria will eventually become a country that everybody would have equal rights. I will leave this with your mind for today, the AISHA BUHARI. But what I will say to you is, we will come back onto that again. Once again, Nigeria at the verge of breakup. It will eventually break. But before it breaks, we will have a lot of work to do. We have about 8 minutes or so before I bring the broadcast today. The audio I promised to play, I will leave that audio for tomorrow. That audio will be played tomorrow. Tomorrow, by God's grace, we will play that audio. But the audio is already in circulation for the benefit of those that wanted to listen to it. So that audio is already in circulation. All right, now sit down there. The audio is already in circulation. But like I said, that audio will take about almost close to 40 minutes to bring that audio to everybody to listen to. So we will bring that audio tomorrow. You'll be able to listen to that audio tomorrow. But the question I'm leaving with everybody today again is, where is AISHA BUHARI? Where is AISHA BUHARI? If you can find her, let us know. If you have any information of her in any part of the world, whether you spot her in Dubai, they'll be very difficult to spot. They'll be moving with convoy, disguised, probably in one of the hotel, watching me. Probably Dubai, the most precise place for her to be, or maybe in Saudi Arabia. But if you spot her or somebody close to her, do let us know. Nigerians, you are all in a big mess. Nigerians, you are all in a big mess. The game might change very soon. I won't say more than that for now. But if you find AISHA BUHARI in Nigeria at any event, quickly make sure we are aware of that as well. I'll leave us on that note this afternoon again. I'll be back tomorrow with another broadcast. It's called the awareness. That's all we are doing now. We will continue to engage with different stakeholders. But before I go again, towards the last end of this broadcast, let us also remind you that we all must play a role. Our roles will be different. There will be different organizations, just like I did explain this particular one. We also have the Parapọ̀ for advancement of the Oduduwa people. Again, another organization working towards the actualization of a Yoruba nation, the Ìlànà Oòduà. And also, if you want to find more of we should have how to sign the petition on Koikimedia sometime later on today. I will be able to update that. So you go on Koikimedia. What we have there is the previous one that we've been told, this AISHA BUHARI. This is the old petition that is not moving. And as you can see there, it has got stuck to 19,000. I'm aware that a new one will be popping up very soon. I will let you know as soon as I have my hands on it. Remember, those that have disability in that contraction called Nigeria, and you compare that with those here in UK, there's a massive, big difference. These are people that their government cares for. But in Nigeria, nobody cares for anybody. Everybody is on their own. How come then you still count one Nigeria? These are all the facility if you have disability challenge. You could get a grant from your council if you are disabled and need to make changes to your home, for example. Widen doors and install ramps. Improve access to the rooms and facility, stair lifts, other downstairs bathroom. Provide a heating system suitable for your needs. Adapt heating or lighting control to make them easy for you. This is what somebody gets if you have a bit of disability challenge here in the United Kingdom. You could get up to how much you can get, that also depends on how much your household. You can get up to £30,000. This is what they don't want our people at home that have disability challenges. And when they still call for one Nigeria, they have literally mortgaged their life with one Nigeria. Stop one Nigeria. If Britain is coming out of EU in 25 days, BRICS exit transition time is running out. There are going to be new rules for businesses and citizens from the 1st of January 2021. 25 days to go. They are saying, make sure you are ready. So when we say a Yoruba nation will come, some people ask when, how soon? It depends on what everybody will do. I am just one out of so many people. Don't get tired. Let us continue with the awareness. Donate to us, the materials for us to get to the grassroots. We will not stop going to the grassroots because we know that the grassroots is the way to continue to engage the people. And if you do not support, the grassroots job will become more difficult every time because those that are going, they need leaflets. They need so many, logistics for us to achieve it. Let me just quickly show you, especially in Osun State and Kwara, they've been working tirelessly every week, attending different places, Loman Law, to bring the message of the Yoruba nation to the people there. And this is part of what we are saying. Grassroots mobilization is what we expect everybody to be talking about now. And if we don't do so, we are literally saying, okay, we will get a Yoruba nation. So let me just show you. This was a meeting that was held yesterday at SOK for the awareness of the Yoruba nation. As you can see, Ìṣọ̀kan Oòduà, Osun State chapter. This is another group of people that engaged yesterday. Àwọn eléyìí ò ní internet lóòótọ́, àmọ́ a gbé message yẹn lọ bá wọn níbi tó wà. Wọn ò ní internet, but wọ́n gbé message yẹn lọ bá wọn. And this is how we must do now if we really want our people to be enlightened about the Yoruba nation. It doesn't matter how many of you call the show. If we do not go the grassroots way, the message will not go anywhere. Some people are ready. Don't worry about, how it will be done. Also, if anybody can give us motorbike, one person also supported towards that motorbike yesterday. We appreciate that individual. We still need more motocycle. Tẹ́ bá lè fún wa ní motorcycle Please let us have that motorcycle and the key. We can pick it up anywhere in Nigeria. And if you want to donate towards it as well, please get in touch with us. Here with me.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Mama. Mama.
So, like I was saying, our people need to be mobilized. Grassroots is what we're talking now. Anyone that wants to talk, we must talk on the grassroots level. Anything after that, stop wasting your time. Prayer without no action is not going to work. And when they listen, they don't have smartphone, they don't have internet. You can see there's no light in that building. This is what they've turned a Yoruba nation to. No light for them to switch off the fan because the country is not working. So when we say we need leaflet, let us know what you can do. Give us 10,000 leaflet, 200,000 leaflet, 1 million leaflet, stickers. Let's get them to go to different places. Somebody donated the banner, and that individual continued to say, if we need more banner, we should get in touch with them. Somebody gave us the leaflet. They've run out now. So how do you want me to continue to say, let them go and do grassroots? They are not asking for money, but we must also pay for their logistics when it comes to transportation and feeding. And they've been doing so in Osun State continuously. They attend. Let me just go through some. Let me go from the front and tell you where they started from. So every week, London see more than 3 different places. These are their new places that they visited yesterday. This is our mothers. They are excited. What Yoruba nation, right? Do you expect these people to have access to internet in a remote area of Osun State? So don't let us deceive ourselves. This is not just about coming here and watch the program. Everybody must now also think about how should we mobilize. You can do so in your own little way if you don't want to contact us. But if you think that you should give us the job to do, be rest assured the job will be delivered nice and clean. They will go to areas, remote areas. That is why we need motorcycle. I need motorcycle. Don't ask us how many do we need. What you should be asking is, what can you donate towards it? Or what can you buy? If you give us 5, we will take it. It's not just in one state. Every state in the Yoruba state, we need motorcycle. All this is what we need now. If you think that we will get a Yoruba nation just by praying alone without all this action, we are bloody wasting our time. If you think you will get a Yoruba nation and you say you don't want to fight and you don't want us to take the message to our people, we are wasting our time. You might as well just stop this Yoruba nation. But if we truly want to get a Yoruba nation, we must then go to our people. They were happy to sit down, Christian, Muslim, Onisheshe, in one room. We continue to engage them and talk to them. They will play the video for them. They will do all these things. They will watch some of our videos. They will listen to some of you, the diaspora that are talking. How do you expect this woman that are still looking for something to survive on to go and buy data? They don't have smartphone. These are our mothers that the politicians have bastardized. They have turned them to abject poverty. And it is time now that we say enough is enough. Thank you very much, my brother. And welcome again to those of you that have joined us as well. This is what every state should be doing now. This is what every organization should be doing. This is what every group should be doing. This is what every individual, in terms of making sure that what they're asking us, we have to stop it because the funding is not available. What we travel now, Roy? I don't have to tell you what state because I also have to protect, some of our team that are working, if they're moving from one state to the other. They were meant to travel this morning, but we couldn't send them because we don't have the fund to pay for their transportation. And I guess we have a caller that is live with us now. A very good afternoon. Good afternoon. About mute the background here. Yeah, we're still live. Well, whatever you increase will also continue to help us, definitely. Yeah. 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 Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. All right then. All right. All right then. Eshegonima. Thank you very much. Eshema. That's fine. They're very good. Thank you very much for the contribution. I would like to say thank you very much to those of you. Look, I can sit here in London, but you don't know that my eyes is right penetrated in every part of Nigeria. I have said it some almost 6 months ago. Give me all the materials. I will paint the whole of Southwest. They will hear a Yoruba nation. The job will be easy for everybody, and we don't have to fight any fight in terms of the Fulani. This was all over the weekend. Sharon Babayan, you know, everybody was engaged. And let's go watch more. This is how we must make sure our people understand where we are going and what we want them to understand. Enough of the lies of the politicians. They would have promised this community so many things, but they will never come back. And that is why we now have to go into those communities from Lagos to Ogun State, to Kwara, to Ekiti, to Osun, to Ondo, even up to the north. We are also already engaging our people, even though we are telling some of them to make their way back down as well. Bring it, give it to me, remote, TV remote. So once again, this is just part of the job that we did over the weekend. Every day, we are doing so much. Every day, in terms of the awareness campaign, you know, not just in Osun State, and we also like to appreciate the rest as well of the people. And I would like to say thank you very much to Comrade Lawal for working tirelessly on behalf of the Yoruba people. He's not working for Koikimedia. Look, when they say they are working for Koikimedia, they are not working for me. They are working for themselves. We are working for ourselves and the next generation. They are going to
àdúrà náà lọ́wọ́ máa fi rọra wa lọ́wọ́ àgbẹ̀ àdẹ̀bà fi àwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá òkú àkọ́rọ̀ wa kọjá sí ibi tá a rọ̀ ibi tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibẹ̀ náà ni a padà sí. Ara gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ń try nígbà yẹn bọ̀tì torí wípé Haúsá ti gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ títì wọ́n sàmọ́ ìbò ti kọ́ wọn ní àwọn èdè kọ̀ọ̀kan débi tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti ju àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù wọ́n ti jù wá sínú ìwé and ló fi ṣe pé wọ́n dá gbogbo ọgbọ́n tàbí ẹ̀ka Awólọ́wọ̀ rí president ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè ṣe gbogbo owó ṣe lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ète ní àwọn náà náà fún ète yẹn because ká ní pé àyè ìgbà ojú Yorùbá àbájá ìgbà wáyé lọ ìwọ̀nba iṣẹ́ tí àwọn.
And those and some of the engagement, we can't tell you exactly some of what we discussed with them when we go to this summer. I'll play this one tomorrow. I haven't got the time now. And I say thank you very much to everyone. Apple, yeah, no, it's apple. Don't give it to brother to cut it down. Apple. Yeah, give it to brother. No. So anyway, so we're gonna say a very good afternoon. Okay, this is a direct call from Nigeria. Let's quickly allow the individual to come through. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, go ahead. I'm going to listen. Okay. Or your state. Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Very, very interesting. At the time of the video,
Okay.
I've done in the video,
Okay.
and I people one day, the day of God, when the video must rise up.
AISHA Dumari. AISHA Dumari. AISHA Dumari.
One time, one of the fighters of the River State, when they call Minister, I think one of the fighters there. When you hear about the Verge,
Yeah.
I think and I like that. We are together when we are fighting in the park.
Okay.
When I was just to work for government, government at the time.
Okay.
I think that during that time, I know you are aware about it. And being in the Cuba state, very long time ago, before I came down to my state.
Okay.
From our land.
Order.
I think I get phone. I think I get a that phone. I think they're watching the people when we do. I believe if you look about that,
all right. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Call me after the program as well. Let's speak as well. All right, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And on that note, let me leave it here today. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Everybody will have different role. I am just playing that role that will liberate the minds of the people. Our minds at home is different from the ones we are thinking. There's a lot of problem at home. But in that problem, we must start telling them that there is hope. Some people might say it will be longer. I say it will be quicker based on the feedback that they're giving us. They are prepared. Yoruba nation will never be conquered. I will play that audio as we start the broadcast tomorrow early. So make sure you join the broadcast tomorrow. I've already circulated it. I will continue to circulate it. But we will play it tomorrow because time is already fast spent already. And it's a 40-minute audio. Wọ́n lè kọ́ńkà wa. Ẹ lọ gbà yẹn gbọ́. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn abúlé tó ń lọ yẹn? Wọ́n mú result padà wá tó ń tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn tó ń jẹ́ kí inú wa máa dùn pé ọ̀nà wa sẹ́ ó máa kọjá. If anyone want to go, people start calling again. I will just allow this call quickly as well. From Germany, I guess. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening or good afternoon.
Good afternoon from here.
I'm calling because you said Oduduwa Nation need money to do the underground work in Oduduwa land.
Yeah.
For the less privileged people to know what is going on so that they will not be left aside.
No. Let me rephrase that. Not for the less privileged. For everybody within the Yoruba land to be aware of what we are doing. We're talking about the less privileged. I was just using that as part of the program. The sufferness of what our people are going through. We are not giving money to any privileged person or any disability person. We are campaigning and giving them the awareness towards the Yoruba nation. Not the less privileged, but almost everybody within the Yoruba Southwest state that we are working with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a very nice contribution to give
Okay, if it's something that can be shared openly, if otherwise you can speak to me.
Yeah, no, I can speak it. I want the whole world to know.
All right, go ahead.
You see, Yoruba people, Oduduwa nation, they have a lot of rich people in Oduduwa nation, okay? Example is Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin is a grandchild of Oromia, which is Oduduwa nation as well. So, I will kindly advise many Oduduwa people, to call Oba of Benin to sell his private jets and a lot of cars he bought with Igodomigodo oil money to sell it and join you people to fight for Oduduwa nation. So that when Oduduwa nation will come, Oduduwa Republic will come, the way Biafras with the Igodomigodo also fighting for our Biafra nation, because I'm a proud Igodomigodo Biafra citizen. I stay here in Germany. My Facebook account name is Messi Coco Johnson Momosa, With all due respect to all Oduduwa citizens, I will like you people to call Oba Benin to come and join you people, not just to talk, to sell his assets, which is money. Yeah, we have to call it spade a spade. I love the way you broadcast. If many people like you can come out from Oduduwa nation, now, Biafra nation will be, Biafra freedom will be on their own, Oduduwa nation will be on their own, Arawa will be on their own. Because enough of all this suffering and smiling. Enough. And I also want many people and in Yoruba land to send many of their private jets, to send many of their cars they are using to intimidate the rest innocent citizens. And let's fight for this Oduduwa nation. Because I also have sisters who are married to Yoruba. I have.
All right.
So all that would be number one.
Okay.
He must send his private jet and come and join Oduduwa nation and fight so that he can come and do Oba in Oduduwa nation. Because we, the Odomigodo Biafra citizens, we don't want Oba Benin again in our land. Oba Benin is killing our citizens. Because he is afraid, they want to confront him. As we speak now, Oba Benin put all Igodomigodo citizens in poverty. Because of Oba Benin, any woman grow up in Igodomigodo, they end up as single mothers everywhere. That is how they end up, because their family are poor. And another thing again, many women from Igodomigodo, Edo State, fraudulently known as Edo State, they still drop their children, they go and prostitute so that they can give money to their family members or being put in poverty. So I want to do the one nation to know Oba Benin should sell his property and come and join people to fight. And many pastors, they should sell their property to come and join or do the one nation. The suffering is too much.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
That is my grave absence of calling.
Thank you, Mama
God will
Messi.
continue to bless you for the great work you are doing. God will bless you and bless your household. God will bless all the good Oduduwa Yoruba people who want freedom.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mama Messi, all the way from Germany. Mama Messi Coco, let's join to add our voice as well. On that note, I'll be back tomorrow. My name is Olaomi Koiki. Let's total dissolution. Let the Biafra go. Let the Yoruba nation go. Let the Arewa, the Niger Delta. If Nigeria needs to split to so many countries, Sweden is only 15 million. I'm sure we will all survive. Have a blessed afternoon, and I'll be back again tomorrow from this end. We'll be back with part 189 tomorrow. Go download our videos, share the broadcast, make sure the crooks and corners, the nooks and corners of the country hear about the conversation. The next project will be louder than you don't expect. It will be violent at some point. I don't regret saying so, but we are preparing for that. Bye for now. good afternoon to you, my big auntie in Canada, and the rest of the family and friends that are watching as well. Have a very blessed evening. Bye for now.
Created by the enemy of black men, there, where the black never civilize. Location 9, that is what it is. The country where the leader said the people's glory. They turn their children to prostitute, and the toy boy children to terrorists. Now, terrorists on the takeover. Yoruba people say we know they do again. Say hold the true our nation, that is what we want now. Freedom, 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 freedom. Motherfucker, come and free us. Freedom, 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 freedom. Now, location 9 ìlú Boko Haram, ìlú àwọn hush politician àti S-men. Fake promises every year, fake miracle everywhere, fake military anywhere. Now, all the dry people wanna go. Biafra people wanna go. Location 419 need to break off. Freedom, 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 freedom. We need the freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Kusina kusomi kusonja kusana kusisi kari tibilu tabilu si ha. Free education and audio. Good security na one chance. Over 100 million people don't poor. All my nigga need a job, they know they see work. They want to go to farm full and attack. Don't give me any fucking reason why we no go. Even many people say they wanna go. Freedom, 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 freedom. No back on you do a republic. I think I saw a to Africa to come and enslave us, and you call it colonization. You join four nations together and you call it one Nigeria. I tell you we are one, when only Yoruba never get themselves right. But you join us together, even with the people who never think like us. And instead, you damage our culture, you damage our language, and you damage our way of life. Just because of your whole weakness. Since 2014, come to Nigeria, come and separate what you match together as one. We are not one, we can never be one. We don't have the same culture, we don't speak the same language. We just came out from nowhere and match us together. Who make it God over us? We don't know anything about us. We just come out from nowhere and match us together. Since then, we never get it right. And here you know everybody today, as what it goes. So IG Emasu àsìkò ti tó láti jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ lẹ bàbá yín. A fool at 60 is a fool forever. Ìwúrí ọmọ Yorùbá lọ́rọ̀ bá sọnù. Òwe la fi wá. Àkàlò èdè ń kọ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá ló ń lò. Ibi gíga. Ibi gíga gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò máa. Ibi gíga ọjọ́ ibi gíga oṣù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o iwájú lójúkùn ń gbé òkè níjọ́ òkè be begging for